History remembers kings for what they built. Henry VIII is remembered for what he destroyed: his wives, his faith, and the very fabric of England itself. Born in 1491, Henry was never meant to be king. His older brother Arthur was the heir. But fate had other plans. When Arthur died at 15, the crown shifted unexpectedly. Henry, at just 17, became the most powerful man in England. His first act as king? To marry his brother's widow, Catherine of Aragon, sealing an alliance with Spain. For 20 years, Catherine gave him loyalty, wisdom, and one surviving child, a daughter, Mary, but no son. By the 1520s, Henry's patience wore thin. He saw in Anne Boleyn not just beauty, but destiny, and a promise of a son. But divorce was forbidden by the Pope. Henry pleaded, argued, threatened, all in vain. Rome refused. In defiance, Henry severed ties with Rome. He created the Church of England, with himself at its head. In 1533, Henry secretly married Anne Boleyn. England was split in half, between devotion and rebellion. When Anne bore a daughter instead of a son, Henry's love turned to resentment. That daughter was Elizabeth. Anne's sharp tongue and ambition became dangerous. Her enemies whispered. Her husband listened. In 1536, she was executed on charges of adultery and treason. Henry watched from afar, unmoved. Just 11 days later, he married Jane Seymour, quiet, gentle, and obedient. Jane gave Henry his long-awaited son, Edward, but she died just 12 days after childbirth. Henry called her his true queen. Yet the king who feared loneliness began to grow monstrous. By 1540, Henry's advisors sought a new alliance. They arranged his marriage to Anne of Cleves, a German princess. When Anne arrived, Henry was horrified. "She looks nothing like her picture," he muttered. The marriage was annulled after 6 months. Anne escaped with a title and wealth, the luckiest of his wives. Henry soon married again, young, playful Catherine Howard. She was just a teenager. But youth brings recklessness. Within a year, rumors spread of lovers, betrayal, and scandal. Catherine was executed for adultery. Henry's heart, already hard, turned to stone. His final wife, Catherine Parr, was intelligent and kind. She soothed the aging king's temper and kept her head. Henry's body grew heavy, his leg ulcerous, his temper violent. He lashed out at friends and foes alike. He executed his closest advisor, Thomas Cromwell, the man who once helped him break with Rome. Henry's England was transformed. Monasteries destroyed, churches stripped of gold, new faith enforced by fear. Those who opposed him, saints, scholars, nobles, were executed. Even loyalty was no protection. Despite tyranny, Henry saw himself as God's chosen ruler, a man above all others. He built palaces, funded art, music, and feasts. Yet his shadow loomed over every celebration. As years passed, the once handsome prince became bloated, bitter, and paranoid. His daughters Mary and Elizabeth lived in fear, uncertain of their place or survival. By 1547, Henry's health failed. The once mighty king lay dying, surrounded by whispers of legacy and sin. He was buried beside Jane Seymour, the only wife he claimed to truly love. His son Edward ruled briefly, then died young. The dream of a male heir ended with him. Mary ruled next, fiercely Catholic, burning Protestants as heretics in her father's name. Then came Elizabeth, Anne's daughter, cautious, brilliant, and determined to restore balance. Under Elizabeth, England thrived. Art, exploration, empire. Ironically, the daughter Henry once dismissed became his greatest legacy. Henry wanted sons, but it was his daughters who shaped England's future. His church still stands, his palaces still rise, but his conscience forever questioned. History calls him tyrant, visionary, monster, reformer. Perhaps he was all at once. Henry VIII changed England forever, not by grace, but by force. His reign ended, but his shadow never left.